Hey everyone, it's another episode of Indian Cine-MANIAC 10-minute movie reviews. This is episode number 4 of our new endeavor to give you more content. Today I'm going to review Dhoom, the 2004, I believe, 2004 first film of the Dhoom franchise, directed by Sanjay Gadhvi, who directed 1 and 2, but not 3. Now, I've seen 3. I loved 3. Now, you can say I loved it because Aamir Khan was in it, and you're probably going to be right, but I loved it. Now, what you guys write in the comment section is that 2 is the better of the 3 films. So that I plan on watching that also, but I wanted to go back to the beginning and watch the first one. So this stars Abhisheck Bachchan, who's the son of Amitabh Bachchan, who was, I just watched him in The Thugs of Hindostan. So I didn't know that. One of you pointed that out to me. Uday Chopra, John Abraham, who I just watched in Pathan, and who I think is great. Esha, Deol, and Rimi round out the cast. So this is very similar to Dhoom 3. It's a heist film, and Abhisheck or Abba, I think I call him Abby, Abba. I think that was his nickname I saw when I did some YouTube diving on him. He plays this like super cop, Jai Dixon or something, Dixit or something like that, who there's a string of robberies utilizing motorcycles. It definitely had a Fast and Furious vibe. That's absolutely true. And that's not a criticism. That's just the reality. In fact, as I did research on this, the director originally wanted to use cars, automobiles, and then decided before they filmed to switch it to motorcycles. And I think that was a good choice because it would have looked too much like Fast and Furious. And I think the motorcycles are more interesting anyway. And I think he said because you can see the actors' faces, that's why he appreciates that. And the motorcycle footage was fantastic. I mean, you really get the sense of speed when they're going down the highway. So this movie was okay. I like this movie. Let me just say that right out of the gate. I did like this. I didn't like it as much as Dhoom 3. And based on what you say, I'm not going to like it as much as Dhoom 2. But I think it was a good start. You could see what they were trying to do. And a lot of these, for a lot of the actors, it was their first big hit. So you could see where they were leading also. So I did like it. The action was great. The cast was really good. I think that the lead playing Jai, you could tell he was still learning the role because he's much different in the third one than he is in this one. In fact, there's no wife in the third one either. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you can tell me that. The one I had the most problem with was Ali, Uday Chopra. I'm not familiar with him at all, other than in the Dhoom movies. I just felt like he was kind of like a goofy sidekick, and he was trying to be funny, and it was just over the top, kind of silly. Now, in the fight scenes, he was good. He was very physical, and frankly, in the big dance numbers, he was great. He had a couple of dance numbers that I was pretty impressed with. But as far as the role he was playing, I don't know. I just found it kind of goofy. Now, their rapport together was good, and the way Jai kept trying to keep him in line, that banter was pretty funny. The women, John Abraham, who, like I said, I saw in Pathan, he was great. I guess a big thing about these Dhoom movies is, you have the super cop, but you always have a pretty big star playing the villain. Now, I don't know how big John Abraham was when he made this, but he definitely is a presence and a great adversary for Jai. Just really good. So I'd like to see a movie with him where he plays the hero, if there is such. The 2 movies I've seen him in, he's been the bad guy. And yes, his hair is beautiful. Okay, in fact, all 3 of the actors, including the women, have beautiful hair. All right, they just do. In fact, again, doing research, they said that the long hair Abraham had started a fad with young people. They were all starting to wear their hair the same way. I'm thinking about growing it out, so maybe next time we'll do that. Now, the women. The one thing about Indian movies that I've seen, at least in the movies that I've watched, they're not very sexualized, or it's very innocent. You don't see anything graphic. I haven't seen any nudity. So the women in this movie are beautiful and they dance and look gorgeous. But something in this movie that I haven't seen in any other Indian film. And the first scene, the husband and wife, Jai and Sweetie, that's her name, Sweetie, are doing a dance, doing a song, which is a foreplay, basically. Well, they're out in the yard in this fake Brady Bunch AstroTurf backyard. And Jai pulls out a hose and just starts wetting her down. Like she's singing and dancing and he's just wetting her down. So now she's all soaked. Her clothes are clinging to her. And then in another scene, Ali and Esha are out in the middle of the street and it starts pouring. Now her clothes get completely soaked and she does a dance number. I haven't seen that before, but it was sexy. It was very sexy. Now, I did read that they had filmed a sex scene between Jai and Sweetie, a pretty, graphic. I don't know what graphic in India is compared to the West, but there was a pretty steamy love scene filmed. And the director ended up cutting it out because he didn't think Indian audiences would go for it. I'd be curious to see it for two reasons. One, because she's beautiful, but two, because I'm curious to know what a steamy sex scene in India would be, because my take on it is it's a very people are very modest. You don't see a lot of overt shows of affection. Very little touching or kissing. At least in the movies I've seen, it's been non-existent. So that's why I'm kind of curious how that would go. But very spicy, very hot. So what else? It was directed by Sanjay Gadhvi. I don't know if I said that already, who directed 1 and 2, but didn't direct 3. I also know on the initial release, the critics did not like this movie. Well, you can understand why, because it's, it's brain dead action movie. And I no criticism. I love that stuff. But I could see why critics would kind of look down on it, but the audience loved it. The audience loved it so much, they've made 3 of them. So that tells you something about what the audience likes and compared to the critics. It was filmed in Marine Drive in Mumbai, which looked a lot like California, to be honest with you. So that was interesting. There was also Esha Deol. She comes out of the water in a bikini, I guess for the first time ever. She wore a bikini, so lucky us. But the way they shot it, it looks just like Bo Derek in the movie 10. That's the first thing I thought when I saw her coming out of the water. I go, they're making an homage to 10. I thought that was pretty cool. And if you look at them side by side, you can see what I'm talking about. She looked great. Again, she looked great. And they also had this great fight scene on top of a truck that, and they did something similar in Pathan, but I think it's a tribute to The Matrix Reloaded, where they had that big highway scene. Definitely, I got that vibe to it. So again, no spoilers here, okay? Because I'm sure some people haven't seen this, and we might do this on the big show with the entire crew. So I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I will say that the final robbery is done in a good way. And the cat and mouse game between Jai and John Abrams' character pays off pretty well. And I really like the ending. I think it was an appropriate ending for this movie. So I really did enjoy this. And again, high octane action. The motorcycle film, the way they film that stuff is great. It's just, you really get the sense of speed. So I recommend this. Check it out. I don't even know how long it was. It didn't seem long to me. It really didn't drag. It was funny. It wasn't super serious at any point, really. It was just 2 clever people, the cop and the villain, trying to take each other down. So yeah, I like this movie, and I'm looking forward to 2 because, again, everyone's telling me 2 is the best, so I'm looking forward to that. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't give any spoilers. People are doing that. Don't. All right? You want to message me privately, feel free to do it. But check this one out if you haven't seen it. And for those who recommended it, thank you. I'll watch the other one next. Listen, as you know, our subscriptions are up, and we are adding subscriptions with this little 10-minute thing I'm doing. So please subscribe, hit the notification button, and share it. If you haven't done that already, we really appreciate your support. And just to let you know, the next film I will be reviewing in my 10-minute review will be 2012's Talash. The Answer Lies Within. Starring who? You guessed it, Aamir Khan. Because I'm a Aamir Khan fan. What can I tell you? And it's a completely different movie than the last couple I've been watching. I even had my wife watch this one, so I'll give you a little insight on that too. So listen, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for your support and for all your comments. It's fun to back and forth. So until next time, thanks.